Okay guys, I am back for our next journal, and let me show you the kit we're using. This will be, it's a little bit late, but this journal is quick. This is the, it'll be my design team project for Crafty Cat, and I'm going to be using her peeled paint kit, but I wanted to show you, this is printed on regular, this one is HP printer paper. Typically I get it from Walmart, like I think it's called Pen Pals, like the generic, like, I don't know, it's like $4 a ream or something, or maybe a little bit less, just copy paper, because the printer does well with it. So, that said, this one happens to be the HP because I was at Sam's and I got like twice as much paper for a little bit extra, so I just bought it there. So yeah, so this is what it looks like on white paper. And then this is what it looks like on that parchment paper. Okay, so that's what I've done is I've printed this kit. And we'll run through it a little bit here so that you can see the peeled paint kit. It's absolutely gorgeous and it looks good printed pretty much on any color, like white or the parchment. This one's going to be a really grungy journal. So, yeah. That was no, that was right side up. Okay. So, and then this, the journal that we're going to be making, the original designer of this type of journal is, gosh, I always forget her first name, but it's Crafty Pantaloons, and I will do my best to link her original video on it. She is a doll, and she makes me giggle all the time. And I actually haven't heard from her lately. I'm gonna have to go check her Instagram because I don't know that she's put out any videos lately. So this is also white paper. And I'll tell you, I did go ahead and get the new printer set up, so that's why I think it, I got the new Epson, or not, it's not new, obviously, but my new printer is the Epson 2760. And the reason I got that one is because it takes the same ink as my 2750 did. And I had already stocked ink before the other printer kind of went out. So I was like, perfect. I like it. It's pretty crisp and clean. So yeah, I like that. That was my test page to make sure the kit was going to be all right. And then this is the ephemera that comes in the kit. And we'll use some of it throughout. I have a couple of different ideas on what we're going to do as far as ephemera pieces and pockets for this one. And I may end up using a couple of different kits here because she has a kit that's named Tags, I believe. It's like her sale, it's like price tags. And so I thought these would actually look cute stacked with those little tiny tags. So we'll make a couple of those. All right, so let's get started with the cover of this one. And we'll get as far as we can. And then, yeah, we'll just go until we're about 30 minutes. And then, we'll just kind of keep going through it. Okay, so I want 9 inches roughly. I'm going to come down about 1 inch from the top, and then let's see. So if this was 9 inches, then we're going to need to go to 10 inches to make it that way. And this is just a regular old file folder. You could actually probably make this in any color, like if you had red or blue or whatever. Oops, and we're gonna want it, almost forgot this. So this really is just kind of a gauge, and if you notice, my marks aren't that big. And you could do it in pencil in case you wanted to kind of give a erase your marks or whatever. So then I'm gonna go to 6 inches, so it's gonna be about 9 by 6, but I do that so I don't go in too far, and then I'm going to be doing other stuff to the thing. So now we are going to kind of just tear in there and make rough edges. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take that and kind of rip it down. And it does take quite quite a bit of your finger strength in there. Not gonna lie, and you might have to go back if it's ripping like it is now. See how it's kind of not fully ripped, like, so then you would just go back in and kind of take some of those softer half ripped edges out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this side down. And I'll have to clean up a little bit more. But yeah, so that's basically the technique. And you just go back through and just kind of clean up what you need to. Okay. And it should look something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and take up just a little bit more on this side. A little less. Like that. Okay. So that is basically the cover, and we'll reinforce it and everything, but that's basically to start with. Okay, now I'm going to take my pages that I'm using out of the kit. No, yep, okay. And now I'm going to take, I'm going to flip upside down, right side up, and that one won't matter, okay? So about 4 at a time. I think you can take 2, in between 2 and 4. And then I'm going to fold it in half. And I'll tell you in just a sec. Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to rip that far in. Yep, too many. Okay, so I'm going to back it out to 2. Okay. I'm going to do the same as you did on the cover. And just start ripping your edges down. Like so. Like that. And then we just, yep, see it'll go in, and then we have extra room that we can keep tearing down once we get all the pages torn, okay? The reason I go upside down and right side up is so that I can make them stack a little bit differently. Because I'll show you how we'll line out the papers here in just a minute, okay? Okay, we'll get 2 more. And you want to, you know, rip it at different, like you don't want them all to be ripped like the same, right? Not the same width, not the same height. The more jagged you make them, the more the effect comes. Rip them kind of down at an angle like this. See how it's kind of coming down this way? I find it easier for me to tear towards myself than I do to tear like the opposite way, I guess, like, and up, not down, but you can figure out for yourself which one you like the most. And I didn't even count how many pages were in this, because I bet you we'll have to grab a couple extra blank pages, okay? Because we're going to go with about the 20 page. 20 pages ought to be good for this guy. Oh yeah, we got quite a bit. I think there's probably 12 in this kit, if I had to guess. If I were a betting girl, hope you guys are all doing well. We are just having another day here. Getting ready to go to the gym. But I thought I would start recording tomorrow's video ahead of time because tomorrow I got another appointment with my trainer and I gotta work. So yeah. Excited for that. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of enjoying working out. This trainer's taking it easy with me with my fibromyalgia. And I feel like I'm gaining strength and clarity. So that's always good, right? All right, I'm gonna cheat and try to do 3 at once because kind of just wanted to I don't think I've made one of these in a year. Boy, are they fun. And they do go up pretty quick. I think the most time-consuming part is going to be all the inking that we're going to do. Okay, now we have all of these torn at different sizes, right? Okay, so now I'm going to take them all apart, mix them all up, make sure they're all faced in the same direction, or like upright, I mean. Okay. Oops. And ones that don't necessarily have direction will flip upside down. Does that make sense? Probably not, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so like this one, this is right side up. So we'll take and put this one in there. And see, we want it to stack up and stack out, okay? Okay. Take this one, go that direction with it. So we're getting layers, right? Okay, maybe this one. That. I think there might be more pages in this kit than I originally thought. And I'm kind of haphazardly putting them in. So see, we're getting, if you can kind of see the different layers out there. Okay. So I was just making sure that it was all right side up. I probably better count these pages because I don't even know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm only going to need 5 more. And I don't know that I have any of that parchment back here with me. All right, talk amongst yourselves for just a second. Gotta go to my drawer that's right behind me. And look at there. I got some parchment right here. Okay. All right, so let's do 3 and then 2. Yeah, these journals are a ton of fun. Up until the point where they're not, right? Okay. And 2 more for 20. And then we are going to put in some doilies, but I gotta go get those because those are out in the other room. And I just totally creased those a little bit backwards, so. rid of the scraps here. Okay, and I'm going to go 3 in, put one of these in, maybe. Okay, go 1, 2, 3, put another one in. Go 1, 2, 3, put another one in. One, 2, 3, put another one in. Would that be weird if I had like the count? 2, 3, almost, right? And just one there in the middle. Okay, so that is going to be my signature, okay? Loving this, right? Okay, so then we're gonna take this, and I think top to bottom wise, we're okay, right? I might take down one side just a skosh, and then I'm gonna kind of take down the whiter parts here, like this part here. Just kind of take it out, even it out just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, I'll take this one down just a little. Just a tiny bit, and if I mess it up, then we'll just get out another file folder, and I'll use this one for a little bit smaller journal, okay? It'll be all right. Okay. Okay, I like that. It's perfect. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go grab my doilies, and I'm going to grab some inks out, and we're going to have a little bit of a play. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I found the doilies, and I'm going to go ahead and use a little blue envelope. I'm going to use 2 doilies, an avocado dyed one and a tea stained one, and I'm going to put the tea stain up front. I'm going to find a pretty little rose one to put the pink one by. Maybe like right here. Okay, and then the blue one, like right in here. Only I want it on this side. Yeah, okay, I like that. Gives a little bit of color there, and that'll probably come apart a little bit. So with this cover, I'm going to show you the outside, and then we're going to do some stuff on the inside. So what I do is I get one of these brushes. I have done it with a sponge before, but it takes forever. So I'm just gonna start taking my color, and I'm sorry, I bet you it's jiggling you. I'll go a little slower so it's not so jiggly. This is picked raspberry. So yep, I go around and I'm pulling the color in, kind of rubbing it around. Okay. Pull that quite a ways out. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and do the inside. I always do my inking like on something big, or like scrap 12 by 12 or something to that effect. Okay, now I'm gonna flip it over, the lid on that one, and then I'm gonna take my vintage photo. I'm gonna load this one, and I'm gonna go onto the edges here and really kind of bring that out, like so. And we're just kind of blending and changing out the colors a little bit. I'm going to pull some of that vintage photo in through here, just a little bit on the edges. I am going to, we're going to do some stenciling on there. And then we'll glue, hopefully this video will get most of the cover done. And then we will, I will show you, I mean, it's the same technique on the papers. Oh, you know what? Let's see, I forgot to do this. I don't think is as important per se, because we're going to line both of the spines with the fabric to really reinforce that spine, but I will pull some of the color down kind of up through there like we did the other. Okay, now I'm gonna grab some of my other inks here. I don't know if I have the right kind of color in archival ink. I don't think that I do. Let me grab my little one. A little bin of little tiny ones. What I'm kind of looking for is like a permanent and waterproof, and it's the same pricked raspberry there. So we're going to use that really quick. And hopefully, there it is. I was like, hopefully I can find the little rose one. Okay, I'm gonna grab my other, I think I have one more of those. Yep, it's tiny but worth it, right? Okay, I'm gonna go through and just do maybe some corner work here. Bring it out just a little bit. All right, that's looking good. Okay, and do the other side here. So we'll do this one over on this edge too. Let's make the back cover a little interesting, huh? We'll put a few more roses down in there. Okay, one more corner. Let's put this one like that. Okay, I like that. Okay. I'm, however, going to kind of blend that one out a little bit. Kind of wish I hadn't done that one right there. Okay, that's better. Make it look a little more intentional, right? Okay. All right, so that's that one. Now, I was thinking, got my little stamp here. I don't know if I have any vintage photo that's permanent. Ground X, what's this? Vintage photo, permanent, waterproof. Okay, let's do the back cover. Sorry if that just got in your eyeballs like a lot. Okay, I'm all right with that. I like it. Okay. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fussy tear this out. And we might have to do a little more detailed here in a second, but liking that, but we've got to make this a little more jagged, right? Kind of go with the theme here. Okay, now we're going to do what we did a minute ago. We're going to go around the edges with the pink. Okay. Whoops. Spinning that rose clear out, huh? Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do this glue because I've never had this glue wrinkle before. Okay, I'm gonna go right up to all the edges, and I will probably have to wipe out some glue. But another reason why I'm doing that is because I'm gonna spray coat it. And as soon as I get this glued on, I'll show you what I'm using. And it's one of my favorite ways to seal off the journal. Get my spreader tool. Just really make sure it's good and down. All my edges are good and sealed, and then I'll take my glue eraser if I need to. Take a paper towel, wipe first, and then if I need to, and that's another reason why I used permanent ink in through here, is so that if I needed to rub any glue off, then it was right there. Okay, so now, so you can see a little bit here. Take a little bit of the glue off there. And let me grab my glue eraser. And yes, somebody asked me a while ago about these glue erasers. Yep, I got it in the craft section at the dollar store. You can buy them at Hobby Lobby, but I think at Hobby Lobby they're like $4. But at the dollar store, obviously just $1. So, and it takes just about everything off. I think I've only had, the only thing it doesn't really take glue off is like fabric. That's typically why on dark fabric I don't use the Fabri-Tac, is because I don't like the way it reacts. All right, Okay, so give me just a second. Talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds. I'm going to use this matte finish by Krylon. I take it outside and I have a little spray box already. And so I will spray this portion of it. It gives it a little more stability too. So again, I'm going to pause the video because it'll only take a couple of seconds for it to get sprayed and dry, because I don't, like I said, I don't put a heavy coat on. And then when I come back, we'll put on the spine thing and then we'll kind of wrap it up. While it's off camera, I'm going to go ahead and ink all these pages just like I did the cover, so it all matches in there and looks good. So yeah, I actually think I'll stencil the inside while we're paused like I did that, and then we can add pockets in here too. Okay guys, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back, and as you can tell, there's really no change really, except for it's got a real matte finish, but it is sealed. Like, yeah, we could probably drop water on it, which we won't, but we probably could, and it's sealed down. Okay, so these are going to be the support fabrics, and it's just muslin, and I'm going to try something. I haven't tried this with fabric before really, but I'm going to try and put some color in it so it kind of blends with our cover. And I've got extra, so, you know, if we mess it up, we'll know for next time. So we'll do on this one as well for the inside one. And then we'll know for future if it works and looks good, right? Okay. The other one I used for the vintage photo out. Kind of tie-dye-ish, right? So I've been thinking about that cover series, and I think we'll start it in May. And maybe we'll do like a cover or two a week. Because I need to get back to the TCTC challenge. I've got a couple ideas and my box is overflowing. So I'd like to get back to that too. Okay. Do you like that? I think I do. I think it might be a little bit darker than I was thinking, but I think that's still okay, because I think I'm going to put, at least on the outside, I've got, where'd it go? I think it was that one I was thinking, was it? No, that wasn't quite the one I was thinking. This one? Yep. Okay, so we'll put a little bit of that lace on. Okay, this one I got at Hobby Lobby. It's this one here. This is what it looks like, and unfortunately there's not a SKU number on it, but it's by Merchant 41. Okay, so again, I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. Okay. And as we go along, I'll do what I usually do and just kind of catch the edges of both of these with the Fabri-Tac. This is just to kind of get it down now. I'm going to kind of do this so I can get that lace really in the middle. With the little rosettes coming down the middle. And then I'll open it up. And we'll let it dry flat. That is one of the most important things I can tell you about your cover work, so that you don't get any bulging, is let your covers dry out flat until like all the glue is dry, okay? And if you guys have a cover you'd like to see more in depth, like that you've seen done, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I'm not against trying something I've never tried before. Okay, let's get the inside piece done. And then I usually, since it's coming up here, that's usually how I go ahead and guesstimate where I'm going to need it to be. Like where to place the inside piece so it kind of lines up. Like so. Okay, now this will conclude this video. All right, guys, so I'm super excited. Like I said, when we come back, I will go ahead and sew it on camera because I know that that helps new people to see binding going in. So yeah, I will bind it, but I'm gonna go ahead and ink it off camera, and then yeah, then we'll bind it, and then we'll just start working on some ephemera to go in there. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Bye.